What is happening, YouTube? Cowboy here, and today we are looking at the Queen of Blades, leader of the Zerg Swarm, Kerrigan. Now, Kerrigan was just updated, as I mentioned in the Stitches video, and in my opinion, she's even more brutal than she was before. She is a very bursty melee assassin, and on top of that, she's pretty tanky because of her passive trait. So, let's jump into the hero info. First up, we got Ravage, leap to an enemy and deal damage. Now, this, in my opinion, is probably one of the better kill secures in the game. It allows you to leap a pretty large distance and you stab an enemy with those big old spines that Kerrigan has. So on top of doing a nice chunk of damage, it is great for chasing. With the proper talents, you can also use it to escape. All around an excellent move. Moving on from there, Impaling Blades, stun and damage enemies in an area. Now this is a very powerful ability. There is a small delay on setting up the Impaling Blades, so you do have to take that into account. But if you consistently hit these, you're going to decimate your enemies with them. Moving on from there, we have Primal Grasp, pull and damage enemies in an area. A fantastic move, allows you to grab enemies as they are escaping, allows you to do a little bit of damage. And a big thing I want to note right here is the Wombo combo. Now previously, the way you would play Kerrigan is you would do Primal Grasp and then immediately do Impaling Blades right at your feet. And effectively what would happen is right as the enemy was being grasped back to you, the Impaling Blades would go off. So you're getting the damage from Primal Grasp, the pull, and you're pulling them right into the stun from Impaling Blades. They basically changed the way that there's a slight delay on the abilities now with Kerrigan. So instead, you have to do Impaling Blades first and then do Primal Grasp. So the Wombo combo is still very much alive and it's still extremely powerful. It just takes a little bit faster since you got to do the blades first and you have to be a little bit better on your Primal Grasp aim, but still a very powerful combination when used together. Finally, our last ability, Assimilation, gain a temporary shield by attacking enemies. And this is what gives Kerrigan her little bit of sustain. Basically, your basic attacks and your abilities generate a shield that lasts for 6 seconds, making you pretty tanky in one-on-one situations. Moving on to our heroic abilities, 2 choices here, only one of them which I really consider viable. The first, summon an Ultralisk to attack target enemy, and it's an alright talent. You know, you're going to summon a big old beefy Ultralisk and it's going to chase some people around. I mean, you can even make it so when the Ultralisk dies, a second Ultralisk will spawn up that's a little bit stronger. And, you know, it's interesting, but at the end of the day, I don't need an Ultralisk, you know? What I need is damage, and Maelstrom is a fantastic ability for that. And you pop Maelstrom basically for, I believe it's 9 seconds. You're doing 100 damage per second to everything around you. So creeps, enemy heroes, structures. It's a ton of upfront damage in team fights, and on top of that, it's just brutal in the sieging push, you know, when you have your whole team together and you're just forcing your way in, because you're hitting the enemies, you're hitting the creeps, you're hitting the structures. Awesome ability. So let's jump on in, show you what the Queen of Blades is capable of. Kerrigan was actually the first assassin I bought in the game. Actually, no, I think Illidan was the first. So Kerrigan would have been the second assassin I bought, but she's a lot of fun, and like I said, especially after the update, I feel that she's even more brutal than before. Some of the best kill potential out there. She can hang with the best of them. She can hang with Thrall, she can hang with Nova. She is a fucking awesome hero when you know what you're doing. We're not even forgoing on the fact that she is easily the sexiest character in the StarCraft franchise, as well as one of the most intelligent and cunning characters. I mean, going from being one of the most prestigious ghosts in all the StarCraft universe to becoming the Queen of the Swarm, that's some impressive resume shit right there. Alright. So, with the changes to Kerrigan, obviously we have a lot of new talents here. Out of everything available, I'm a really big fan of Siphoning Impact, just because we don't have a way to heal, and we have our Assimilation shield, so that helps our sustain. But getting a 10% heal every time we use Ravage does help us out quite a bit, I think. Prior to this talent being added, I probably would have gone with the 20% increased range on Primal Grasp, just because it helps to secure the Wombo combo a little bit more. But if you're vigilant about your placement, I feel that you can get away without the increased range, making Ravage the clear winner. Obviously, for a longer game, Season Marksman isn't a bad choice, but I feel that having that heal helps Kerrigan sustain quite a bit and makes it a better talent overall.
We are without limit.
Oh boy. Shen. It's going to be all up on my dick. So that's the wombo combo, as you saw right there we did on Tyrande. Managed to pull her, managed to basically place up the stun and then do the pull, effectively knocking out 50% of her HP instantly right there. Even though I was in a 1-on-2, I still managed to get a ton of damage output into her.
Control them and let loose the Dragon Knight.
Got regen. We got our Ravage heal as well, but we're gonna conserve our mana for now. We wanna have Ravage up when I jump on this Tyrande and kill her, which is gonna happen in just a second. There's that wombo. There's that wombo. You can see just how much damage that's capable of when you set that up. It is fucking brutal. And the thing is, we're only level 2. Imagine what happens when we get the rest of our talents to really facilitate this. There goes the Chen. Thought he was tankier than he actually is.
I am the swarm.
Go on, try and grab that Dragon Shrine. Watch what happens to you. We got a lot of burst from all the assassins on our team, too. Tyrande's gonna go in, it looks like. I like how every time we do that, she instantly has to retreat. So for our next talent at level 4, we're going to make shit brutal here. We're going to pick up Envenom. We already have a ton of burst potential, and Venom is just going to facilitate that even more, allow us to get up on enemies. We don't need attacks cleaving. We don't need damaging nearby enemies or empowering our attacks. And Venom is ultimately going to be the bee's knees for kill secure. They're going to see just how powerful it is. Just a second when we go to get our burst down. Just decide. I really want to get this Tyrande. I can easily kill her, but with the Raynor and the Chen protecting her, it's a little bit tricky.
Boldly.
Come a little closer. Kerrigan wants to lay down the pain. Damage to the Chen. I really gotta get the Tyrande there. Her or the Raynor.
I am
There we go. That Envenom plus the Grasp. Taken out the Raynor. And that is the shrine. Oh, we lost top. Son of a bitch. Man, this Tyrande is not on point with her stunts at all. I think she's missed like every single one of them.
my conquest continues.
I don't have Venom up. So for our next talent, I really like to go for battle momentum here because having that stun and the Ravage off cooldown faster are going to help a lot. Searing attacks at first glance seems like it would be the better ability, but honestly I feel that Kerrigan already kind of suffers from mana issues, and instead of getting searing attacks, if we were to get the extra damage potential that comes along with the battle momentum, just getting those abilities off cooldown faster. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, we do have mana issues, and using our abilities more is obviously going to exacerbate that as well. But it's going to exacerbate it in a good way. Being able to ravage more frequently equals more healing. Being able to stun more frequently is obviously incredibly powerful. CC is king. So, come here, Thrall. Oh, okay. Okay, Thrall. Okay, Thrall, where do you think you're going? You're going nowhere. Kerrigan and Zeratul? Come on. Your chances of escape are non-existent. You're lifting my mana. Get down, Panda Man.
Double kill.
There goes him. I gotta bend him up. I'm actually gonna hop back all the way. I want to get full mana. Full mana. Continue my merciless slaughter of enemies. How are we looking? Almost tied with Raynor for hero damage. We're not doing too shabby.
This world is mine.
And we are about to be level 10. Get that Maelstrom.
Choose a talent.
Really begin making our push brutal. I think Kerrigan might actually be my hero with my highest win rate. I don't play her as much as I used to, but she's pretty fucking disgusting. Nope, not going anywhere, Thrall.
A pointless display.
The shrines awaken once more. Who will control Dragon Knight?
Zero siege damage is nothing to scoff at either. We're getting a lot of damage into this stuff. And given we're burning through our mana, we are tearing apart these towers right now.
My mana is low.
Fuck off, Uther. Ain't nobody got time for your shit.
My conquest continues.
The dragon awaits, heroes. Free him and destroy
Have to
your
hop back.
enemy.
Pretty much blew through my mana to knock out that tower.
Glorious.
The other one's just about dead as well. Gate's about dead as well. So we'll pull up real fast, then we'll head back top. Kill the Uther along with Zeratul, and then rip through that lane.
Boldly.
Golden Cyber Wolf. Oh, looks like Zeratul already killed him. Nice shit. So we're gonna head try and grab this statue. And we got an easy grab here on it.
Person is bad. Stop them.
Choose a talent.
And the push starts. So for our next talent here, I really like abilities and power basic attacks because of the fact that we already picked up battle momentum. You know, our abilities are coming off cooldown even faster, so having an extra 50% damage as we use them on abilities that are already on a relatively low cooldown feels very beneficial to us. If you're just starting out with Kerrigan, you know, you're still getting the more fine points of how to use her. I would say that Lingering Essence, making your shield last 12 seconds can help quite a bit. Overall, I don't feel we need sprint. We just don't need the, we don't really need the extra puncher to the towers. We almost did. We don't need that mobility with sprint, so I usually forgo that. Fuck you, Jet. Oh.
Has ended.
Not too bad. Considering it was a 4-on-2, still managed to kill their tank. I'd say that was pretty impressive. And damn, man, Raynor. Me and Raynor are battling it out for hero damage here. He keeps staying just barely ahead of me. I overtook him. Oh, nope. There we go. Now that I'm dead, he's overtaking me on siege. This is good. I love it when there's another assassin that's like able to do as much damage as I can, because it makes me feel like there's a nice, healthy competition. I don't know if that's how he feels. He might not be thinking that at all, but it makes me, I feel, you know, play harder and basically go all try hard and try to secure these kills more. Be as good as I can be. Thrall with a really nice Sunder there. I think that's what it's called. Pretty sure it's called Sunder. Yeah, Sunder Ring, excuse me. Yeah, like I know I got this thing right. Oh, you little shit.
Enemy slain.
Oh, Tyrande.
Power gathers within the shrines.
You silly little
Unleash the
bitch, you.
dragon's wrath.
This world is
Now they're gonna get away.
mine.
Can't chase that in.
You should capture this mercenary camp.
Uh-oh, this is bad. This is bad. No! Oh, man, Raynor with the fucking... Really? Really? You're gonna pull up Banshees in a 2-on-1 where I'm already slowed? What a scrub.
Choose a talent.
Oh, man, that was disappointing. Either way, level 16, Blood for Blood. Between Blood for Blood and Envenom and our Wombo combo, this will allow us to effectively one-shot anything that's not a warrior. If you're learning Kerrigan, Impaling Blades helps. Just, you know, you can secure your Wombo combo a little bit easier, but I feel that after you have a little bit of practice with her, it's no longer necessary. Aggressive defense, Assimilation shield earned from basic attacks and abilities increased by 100%. Also a good survivability talent. One other one I didn't touch
Here
on.
I come.
I wanted to think about. Here we go. Adaptation. Use Ravage to jump to allies. Previously, I would have gone for this back in this tier just because it gives you a nice escape mechanism. But all in all, I feel that now it is outclassed by the ability to reduce our cooldowns, especially considering that we have double strike.
A killing blow.
Oh man, I'm probably gonna die here, but not without a fucking fight. Ooh! Taking down the Raynor as I died. Fucking 3-on-1. Come at me, bro. How we looking? Top in hero damage. Definitely top in hero damage now. And that's the thing, man. As you saw right there, you know, Envenom plus Blood for Blood plus the Impaling Blades plus the Primal Grasp, a ton of damage potential all at the same time.
I'm waiting on you. I am
That's the thing, like we are doing this much damage, and we're getting caught in, you know, 1 versus 2s, 1 versus 3s. You can only imagine how powerful we are in a full team fight situation where we're not going down. And Ronde dead. You're going nowhere, Uther. Uther dead. So you can see, in team fights, we are even more brutal. Like, we're able to just be like, nope, you're not escaping. You're going to die to this burst. Just tons of damage potential. This makes Kerrigan such an incredibly powerful assassin. And I mean, in a sense, Thrall has a lot of talents that are very similar to how we're running this, you know? He also has the Envenom and the Blood for Blood on a melee assassin, which, as you're seeing, is quite powerful, but all in all, I feel that Thrall is better off boosting Wind Fury as his passive, whereas Kerrigan's abilities, just in their own right, are already very powerful. So I feel that facilitating your burst through abilities like Envenom and Blood for Blood is just better overall. Man, that sprint, he is hauling ass. They don't want to fuck with the Kerrigan. Good damn that. This might be the core push right here. This might be the GG.
This world is
I think it is. So either way, for level 20, I like to go for Bolt of the Storm just because mobility really does help Kerrigan quite a bit. Nice GG, 37,000 hero damage, tearing shit up. Easy win, baby. What we do? 14, 3, and 1. A lot more deaths than I would have liked, but the fact that we secured as many kills as we did, considering the type of fights we got in, I'd say is pretty impressive. So real quick, just to take a look at our level 20 talents. Omega Storm, Maelstrom size increased by 25%, and amount of Assimilation shields generated by 100%. It's a good talent, but we don't really need it. Nexus Blades, the 20% more damage and the slow. I mean, you could argue for this, but all in all, I feel it's not really needed on a hero like Kerrigan. Like, our damage is going to come from our abilities and the burst potential we have through Envenom and Blood for Blood, whereas, you know, in comparison, Thrall, that 20% we're getting on Nexus Blades also applies to Wind Fury, so it helps him quite a bit. Bolt on the Storm, or excuse me, Bolt of the Storm, on the other hand, gives us a really nice mobility increase, which is going to help a lot, especially considering we already have Ravage and Primal Grasp to help kill secure. Bolt of the Storm just furthers that kill secure potential, and on top of that, gives us a very nice escape mechanism. So all in all, guys, that's Kerrigan. Like I said, awesome, awesome assassin, especially once you get a little practice with her and learn how to land that wombo combo we have through the stun and grasp at the same time. But either way, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this week of our Hero Showcase. We got 5 more new heroes coming up for you next week, so we'll see you guys then.